Let me record from my side. Let me share the screen. Okay. Right. So this is the query to create login. So what it will do, it will automatically create a login with this query and it will fix the orphan user issue also. But again, there is the same issue with this query also. Like how update one query we have to run on each database. Okay, again we have to run this query on each database. Okay, so let me run this query. So command, I'm just parsing it, just checking whether syntax is correct or not. Okay, I'm just running it. Fine. So can anyone understand these two lines? Just concentrate on these two lines. Control C. Just let me know the meaning of these two lines. Okay. Notepad, Control B. Fine. So let me go to this and the issue is fixed. Okay, in the Amazon database. Okay, if you see here in the Amazon database, if you run this is AdventureWorks. Okay, the issue is not fixed in the AdventureWorks. So let me change it to Amazon. Let me run it. So the issue is fixed in the Amazon database. And if you see here, if you refresh, you will get the new login. Okay, login one is created. Fine. So to fix the issue in the AdventureWorks, I have to run this query in the AdventureWorks also. Let me change this to AdventureWorks. Let me run it again and again. Just watch the output, okay, and execute it. Fine. Let me copy these two lines of output. Let me paste it here. Okay. Now let me go to this and let me check whether orphan user issue is fixed in the AdventureWorks or not. Okay, AdventureWorks, and let me execute. So orphan user is fixed in the AdventureWorks also. Right, fine. So orphan user is fixed now. Okay, let me go to this output. Let me maximize this. So can anyone let me know the meaning of these two lines? So in our second method, user SID is changed, right? User SID is changed, so that's why we have to run this query on each database. But in the third method, which SID will be changed, user SID or login SID?
Login SID.
Login SID will be changed. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Login
Yes,
SID will
sir.
be changed. Okay, fine. Yeah, Praveen. Let me give you the recording permissions. Praveen. You can record session, Praveen. Okay. So login SID will be changed. Okay, so let's go back. Let's see. Let's see which SID is going to be changed here. Select star from start sys logins. I guess this is the okay login one. Okay, this is the login one. Actually, we didn't okay recorded the user SID this time. Won't know what is user SID. So this is the login SID. So definitely a user SID is also like this only. Why? Because once user SID is changed, then only issue will be fixed, right? So user SID is also definitely 0x8a only in each database. It should be okay. Login in, of course, yes. Okay. So here right, okay, same, both are same. Fine, let me go to the output. The number of orphan users fixed by updating users was 0. Okay, The number of orphan users fixed by adding new logins and then updating users was 1. Okay. In the first output, I got 0 here, 1 here. In the next output, I got 1 here, 0 here. Why like that? If you understood the concept properly, you can easily understand this logic. So now tell me, user SID is changed or login SID is changed? Logic here, simple logic. Okay.
User. Yes.
Simple logic here. While creating the login in the third method, I didn't specify any SID, right? I didn't give any SID here. Where is the query? While creating the login, this is the one, right? Autofix. So I just gave the login name, but I didn't give any SID. First method user created, second method login created. Naresh, are you sure? Okay. So here login is created. Okay. But I didn't specify any SID. So what can be the SID of the login? I didn't specify any SID of the login. So what is the chance of login SID? Why? Because once you run this query, it just fixed the orphan user in the database. When it will be fixed? If user SID and login SID is same, then only it will be fixed. Right? So which SID is changed? User SID is changed or login SID is changed?
User SID. User SID.
User SID is changed. Okay, so let me or else, okay, there is the document. Here a login will create with the same username. In this case, okay, login SID will be changed. This command will work for SQL logins, not for Windows login. Okay, so which SID will be changed, user or login?
Logging.
Login
sir.
SID. Login
Login.
SID will be changed. So here, if you go to the output, the number of orphan users fixed by updating users. Okay, so why we are getting 0 here? It doesn't fix any orphan users by updating the users. By updating the users, it doesn't fix any orphan users. But by updating the logins, it fixed one orphan user. Okay, by updating the logins, it just fixed one orphan user. And in this case, once login SID is fixed, okay, once login SID is fixed, next time when you run the query, as login is already created, so now again login SID won't be changed for the different database, right? Login SID would be same as it was created in the first method. Login is already created in the first method and it was changed as per the user SID. Here, once the login is created, as login is already created, so it will simply update the user SID in the Amazon database. You can see here, this is the proof. The number of orphan users fixed by updating users was 1. Okay, so for the first time, if you run, login SID will be changed. Next time onwards, user SID will be changed. Is it clear? Why? Because when you create login for the first time, SID, you will get SID as per the first database user. But when you run the query next time, if again the login SID is changed, again orphan user will be created in the adventure works, right? Why? Because SIDs keep on changing, again orphan users will be created, right? True or false? Are you going to agree with this? Clear, guys? Nothing is there. There is no
True.
rocket science. Okay. So for the first time, it will create login and it will change the login SID for the first time. Okay. Next time, it won't change the login SID. Why? If it changes the login SID, again, first database user will become an orphan. Okay. So next time, it will change the user SID. The second time, third time, fourth time. Only for the first time, it will change the login SID as per the user SID. Next time onwards, it will change the user SIDs. This is the proof. Okay, here you can see the number of orphan users fixed by updating users was 1, and it won't update any logins here. Okay, was 0. Okay, so the answer is for the first time it will change the login SID. Next time onwards, it will change the user SIDs in all other databases. Okay, fine. All right. So with this note, we just completed fixing orphan users. Right. So after orphan users, we'll get a different kind of situations. Okay. So real time, you may ask which method we are going to use, sir. Real time, your wish. Okay, which method you are comfortable. No one will ask you, please go with this method, please go with that method. You have to know all the methods in the interviews. They will ask you, but in the real time, how you are going to fix, that is your wish. It depends upon your comfortable. Okay, which method you are comfortable, you can choose that method. Okay, no one will ask you. Okay, fix like this. But for always on will get this kind of login issues. Okay, always on, there is a concept called always on. It's a high availability feature. Okay, so in the always on we'll get this kind of login issues. In that always on, we have to use first method only, create login with a specific SID. It will be very helpful. Right. So till now we discussed about the orphan users, right? So what if, like, we just discussed about the SQL logins only. Till now we just discussed about the SQL logins only. Every time I am deleting a login one, which is a SQL login. What if my Windows login is deleted? No one asked that question. From the beginning onwards, I am deleting SQL login only. What if my Windows login is deleted? Okay. So if Windows login is deleted, not Windows user, guys. Windows user is still there in the Windows machine. Don't confuse. Windows login means this one. Okay, we have different. This is a Windows login. Where is that? This is a Windows login. This is a Windows login. Okay, this is a Windows login. These are all Windows logins only with computer names. If Windows logins are deleted, okay, we have to create that Windows login automatically. The Windows orphan users will be fixed. No need to struggle like this. Whatever methods we have, all these three methods, create login with specific SID, update one method, auto fix method, all these three methods will be helpful in case if your SQL login is deleted. What if Windows login is deleted? Okay, so nothing to do, simply you have to create the same login again. Just you have to create, if this login is deleted by mistake, if it was deleted, okay, so you have to create again same login, automatically issue will be fixed. Right. So this is all about the orphan users concept. We have orphan logins concept also. Can anyone tell me what is an orphan login? This is orphan user. Whatever we just discussed till now, if you delete the logins, the associated users will become an orphan users. What is meant by orphan login? Both are two different topics. Orphan user is different, orphan login is also different. Can you expect what is meant by orphan login?
Shanmugh, small doubt.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, in organizations, how the request will come or to clean the orphan users or someone will ping us to clean, like how?
99% again, no one will delete the logins. First thing. Second thing, in
Okay.
another, in which scenario will get the orphan user issue again?
And
if you
login is
restore the
delete or
database.
restore the database.
Right. So first thing, no one will delete the logins by mistake. If someone deleted it, users will simply raise a request. I'm unable to connect to the database. Based on that, you will start troubleshooting. Okay.
Okay.
So in case if someone deleted it, we don't know, right? We cannot expect. Might be if someone deleted the login, existing login, users will be there, right? They will try to connect to the database every day. So suddenly, if the login is deleted, definitely they will come back to us. Hey, my login is not working. So we'll start troubleshooting it, right? So based on that, we'll came to know. Usually, we won't get any alerts if logins are deleted. Okay, so in case
Okay.
if the while connecting to the database, if the user is facing issues to connect to the database, he will raise an incident. I'm unable to connect to the database. Till yesterday my login is working, from today onwards it's not working. Okay, so you can do a RCA, root cause analysis. Okay, RCA. So they will ask you sometimes RCA. What is the RCA for this? RCA, root cause analysis. Okay, very regularly managers and all will use this word RCA. Please find the RCA for this. RCA means root cause analysis. Just they will ask you to find out exactly what is the issue and all. Okay, so in such case, if login is deleted, we'll get an email from the customer or we'll get a incident from the customer. So my login is not working and all, they will ask us. So in such case, we have to connect to the server and we have to troubleshoot it. Might be we can find this is an orphan user and all. If you migrate the database, of course, damn sure you are going to get the orphan user issues, right? Once you migrate the database or once you restore the database from one server to another server, damn sure you will get the orphan user issue. So after restoring the database, you have to fix the orphan users also. That is a part of the restoration. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Fine. What is an orphan login then?
Login without user, sir.
Which user? Login without user, orphan login. Okay. So you are saying if child is deleted, that parent become orphan login, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Good
Yes.
try. Okay, good try. But that is not orphan login. Okay. So fine. So yesterday we discussed about the grandparent, parent and child relationship, right? If you delete the user, sorry, if you delete the login, the associated users will become a orphan users. Now, just remember that grandfather, for Windows logins, we will have grandfather. Grandfather means Windows user. And let me open the diagram. I hope it is saved so that you will get better clarity. IO.
But sir, I have one more question. If we are migrate and that time to lots of the orphan user will be there because lots of the user orphan.
Hmm. Yes, lots of orphan users will be there. Yeah, tell me, Joshi, what is your question?
Sir, I am saying if we are migrated, so
Hmm.
at that time, so all user are orphans because logins is not going there. So lots of
Yes,
orphan users.
yes, that's what we have discussed, right? Lots of orphan users will be there. So you are telling the statement or you're asking the question? What is the question here?
I'm just confusing. Actually, lots of the user are orphan or because logins are not going on. So it's a lots of the user are orphan
Yes,
at that
yes,
time.
yes. When you reach to imagine, okay, in the
Okay.
database, 100 users are there. Okay, in a database,
Like
100
100,
law.
then we have to write the command autofix or another update command. by one.
Your voice is like not audible, Joshi.
I'm saying at that time we have another command, or one by one we have to create like update login and login
Yeah,
in like that.
we have already discussed how we are going to fix if you have multiple orphan users. Not discussed, but we have already discussed one method. Okay, how to fix multiple orphan users. We have discussed one method. Did you remember that one? I used one
Yeah.
stored procedure. What is that? SP help rev login.
Yeah.
Okay, SP help rev login. So that can be discussed in the migration concept.
Oh, fine.
Okay, in case multiple orphan users are there. Why? Because it is, you know, right now you came to know if you have 100 users, it is very difficult, sir, running like this. Okay, right? So yes, there is a challenge if you have multiple orphan users are there. That can be achieved using SP_help rev login. That will be discussed in the migration topic. How we can do that will be discussed in the migration topic. Okay, right. So this is the grandfather, father and child relationship, right? If you delete this login, this child will become an orphan user. Now, can anyone tell me who is orphan login? What is orphan login?
Window user.
When Windows user deleted.
Very
Without
good.
Windows login.
Very good. If grandfather is deleted, this parent will become orphan login.
Fine.
Okay. So not if you delete this user, this Windows login will become orphan login. Not like that. If you delete the parent, okay, this login will become orphan login. Orphan login concept is there only for Windows login. Why? Because Windows logins only will have Windows users, right? So there is no orphan login concept for SQL login. SQL logins, there is no dependency, right? So you can directly create a SQL login in the SQL server. But for Windows login, Windows user should be there in the Windows machine or in the Active Directory, right? So if anyone deleted the Windows user in the Windows level or Active Directory level, the associated logins will become orphan logins. How to fix that? How to find that? Okay, using SP_validate logins. Using SP_validate login. So if you see here, Control N, let me open a new query window. SP_validate logins. Okay, SP_validate login. Why we have this login? This login is already there, right? Administrator, right? 0x win 415 MB. So can anyone tell me why we got this? Okay, login as an orphan login.
Because before practice we deleted our batch
For
38,
adding
we
a new
changed the I.
Very good. Okay, so
Changed this.
we changed the server name. Okay, so server name is changed, and see here it is treating bash 38 administrator only, but here it is treating the old name. That's why it is showing like this. There is the user is already created. See here, Windows level. If you go to Windows level lusr_mgr.msc, you don't see bash 38, okay, /administrator. You can only see administrator with the computer name. So when you are installing SQL server, you just click on add current user, which is just added a user with the computer name. So here the problem is simply the computer name is changed. Okay, so it was changed earlier. This is the computer name. Win 4i5nb38drho is the computer name. Now it was changed to bash 38. So that's why you can see here. Okay, so in case actually the user is not deleted, to fix the issue, the user is not deleted, Windows user is not deleted. Simply we have to update it. That's it. So if you delete, okay, here we have one more, okay, user. Okay, this is a Windows login, right? Let me delete this. Before deleting this, let me check whether Sudarshan is having permissions on any of the database. If not, I'll create, okay, DPO, and let me give on Amazon database also. DBO. So for Amazon, I'll give data reader, data writer. I'm just giving some normal permissions. Okay, access admin, and they not required. Okay, then a data reader. I'm just giving simple permissions. Right. So let me delete this login now. Delete, delete, delete. Okay, let me run this again. Why we are not getting refresh it? SP Valdez login will help you, right? Okay, just a minute. It should show the orphan users, orphan logins. Okay, so if not, we can use the query, a custom query. If Windows user in the Windows level has been, oh, okay, come on. Why I deleted? Sorry, I'm sorry for that. Okay, I'm sorry for that. No one stopped me while deleting. Okay, actually, who has to be deleted, guys? Who has to be deleted? Okay, I deleted the parent, not like this, right? I can't delete the parent. I have to delete the respective Windows user, right? Where's 38? Sudarshan. Okay, check names. Click OK. And okay. Go. I don't give any permissions. Okay. Right. So I just deleted Sudarshan. I can't delete this one. I have to delete this user. Here Sudarshan I have to delete. Where is Sudarshan? Refresh. Sudarshan.
Last
Yeah.
second.
Yes. Okay. So let me delete this one. Delete. Yes. Okay. So now if you run this query, now you can see. See here we got Sudarshan also. Okay. So how to fix the issue? In case I want to fix the issue, how to fix it?
By creating the deleted Windows users.
That's it. Huh? Automatically issue will be fixed. Okay, let's try. Okay, we'll create Sudarshan Windows user, new user, Sudarshan. Okay, give the password. Close it. Okay, so I just created Sudarshan. So right, in this way you can fix the issue. So in case, okay, if you see orphan logins by using sp_validate logins, sp_validate logins, okay, you can run the whole server. It will show you the server level logins list. No need to run in each database. Okay, so you have to run this on the whole server automatically. Whatever orphan users are deleted, okay, in the Windows level, as those associated logins, Windows logins can become orphan logins, right? So by using this validate logins, you can find out the orphan logins, and the issue and the fix is how to fix the issue. Simply you have to create a Windows user either in the Windows machine. In our case, this is Windows machine. Usually in the organization, it should be an active directory. Okay, all the users will be created in the active directory, right? So in the organization, they won't create any Windows users in the Windows level. They will create in the active directory. So in case if any user is deleted from the active directory, so you can see orphan logins in the SQL server that we can find out using SP validate logins. And once you request Windows team, they are going to create. In that way you can, why we cannot create, we don't have permissions to active directory. Windows people only can log into active directory, so we have to request Windows team to create the, okay, deleted user, so that they are going to create the particular user which will fix the issue, orphan logins issue. Okay, so that's all from login side, orphan users, orphan logins and all. I'll tell you one more small thing, very small thing. In case sometimes we'll get a request, please give me access on the specific table. Okay, they will ask us to give access on a specific table. Till now we have discussed how to give access on a database, right? How to give access on a database, on the whole database, how to give the access and all we just discussed. And we just discussed about the database roles also, in case we want get only data reader access, writer access, okay, db owner access. So depends upon the requirement. We discussed about the permissions also. Sometimes we'll get a small request like please give me access on this particular table, not on the whole database. How to give that? How to give a login? How to give access to a login on a specific table? Okay, so for that what you have to do, first of all, that user should be existed in that particular table. So let's go with the Joshi. Let me check in which database she is a member. Joshi is a member of 3 databases: AdventureWorks, Amazon and Sales. Okay, so let me go to the AdventureWorks. Let me delete all the permissions. Okay, so now Joshi is there in the AdventureWorks, but Joshi doesn't have any permissions. Okay, fine. Let me click OK. Let me log in as Joshi and let me check whether Joshi is a member of any server role or not. I'll remove the server role also, server admin. And why? Because if you are having lot of permissions at a time, so we'll be confused which permission is working. Okay, so now Joshi doesn't have any permissions on AdventureWorks database. She is a member of AdventureWorks. Her user is created in the AdventureWorks, but she doesn't have access on the any of the table in the AdventureWorks database. So now if you see here, if you go to AdventureWorks, she can expand, but she cannot see any tables here. Okay, she is unable to see any tables here. If you go to that same database AdventureWorks, okay, if you go to the tables, you can see lot of tables here. Once you expand tables, you can see lot of tables. We'll try to run this query from Joshi's session. Okay, Control C. So open a query window from Joshi. We'll open AdventureWorks new query. Select star from address.person. What is the table name? Address.person only, I guess. Okay. AdventureWorks address person.address. Okay. Person.address. Control X. Control V. Delete this one. Dot. Person.address. Okay. So now if Joshi run this query, yes, as usual, the select permission was denied on the object. I want to give access to Joshi only on this person.address table. Okay, so let me run other table also. We'll try to run address type. Okay, select star from person dot same. I'll copy the whole query. I'll paste it here. Address type, right? type. Okay, so yes, she don't have permissions. She cannot run this table. Invalid object name address type. Okay. So don't only concentrate on the error, concentrate which error you are getting. Okay, you have to get the select permission was denied, right? So now I'll give permission to Joshi only on the specific table. How can I give that? On which table you want to give access? Go to the table. There are two ways you can give. Okay, one is on which table you want to give access. Go to the table properties and permissions. Okay, to which user you want to give? You want to give to Joshi. Check names. Okay. Okay. So what permission you want to give? Select permission, insert, update, delete. Okay, what permissions you want? So I'm going to just simply select. I'm going to choose select permission. Click OK now. Now run the same query. Okay. Earlier we got error, right? Now you can see. Okay, you can get the output. But Joshi doesn't have permission on this table, right? If you run it again, you will get select permission was denied. Okay, so this is how we are going to give permissions to a login on a specific table. What is another way? Okay, so another way is go to the Joshi users, double click on Joshi. Okay, so securables, on which table you want to, I want to give access to the second table, person.address type. Search all object types. Okay, tables, I want to give access on tables, right? Select only tables, click OK. All tables you can see here. On which table you want to give access? Person.address type. Choose that particular table. Okay, go down, which access you want to give, select permission I want to give, click OK. Okay, so if you run it now, see, permissions will be affected immediately. Once you give permission, it will take effect immediately, no need to wait. Okay, immediately it will take effect. So in this way you can give to a login on a specific table, you can give permissions, any permissions, either a select query or insert query update. Simply you have to change the permission, right? So just now we have seen lot of permissions, select, insert, update, delete. Lot of permissions are there. Which permission you want to give to the user on a specific table, you can give the permissions by using this method. Okay, either go to the table properties, search for the user, or go to the user properties, search for the table, and you can give your own permissions. Whatever permissions you want to give to the user, you can give that permissions. Or else by using query also you can do that. Okay, grant select to a particular user on object name, that is the query. In case you want to give, you can give using query also. Okay, fine. Any issues, any doubts? In case, what is the query for that? Okay, you want to give access using query. So let me add one more table. Let me generate a script for that. Okay, tables. Okay, I want to give access on this table. Select permission, just script out it. What is the action? You can see the meeting is going to close now. Okay, I'll open the new meeting link. See here, use database name, grant select on table name to username. Okay, so this is the query. In case you want to give permissions like this, you can give. If you run it, it will be executed successfully. Now she can read the table also. Let me reopen the meeting. Okay,